Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly forecast. And wow, what a week it was. I'm sure you guys have checked the free channel. If not, link is in the description. And I've shared posts on exactly how this week went, especially on our little trial period that we're doing on our Discord. Hence why VIP is closed, as I know there's a lot of messages regarding VIP. Yeah, we're testing something out. And once it's ready and solid, I'll be shouting it out and mentioning it on my free channel so you guys can get involved too as well, because I think it's going to benefit you guys as well. I'm actually what I'm on about. I don't think I know it's going to benefit you guys because we've got a little special someone that we're sort of teaming up with. I want to see if what Elite Empire can do, and maybe it might be better for the business in a way. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get straight into the forecast. So, what I'm gonna say is your boy has a sell. He's still holding a sell from 1807. So we did catch this whole move, and the trade's probably chilling around about six net or close to 600 pips right now. And the reason why I'm still holding it is because this all followed my plan. This market structure that was created beforehand over here was following what I teach in my VIP, and it is fitted in with my strategy. I knew that price was creating a specific market structure, right? If you guys don't know Wyckoff, I'm not even gonna bother writing it. I'm just gonna give you a hint. If you know Wyckoff, then you know that was sort of following a distribution phase, okay? And right when we were at CPI, that high was the last high that we got. Priced and sorry, everyone outside is super loud. Priced and rejected, and then we came up into this area here on a Friday. I thought price would fall from here, but we got a manipulated move, right? This position was still active, and then on Monday, what happened? Price dropped. And then Tuesday, we got consolidation. Wednesday, another drop. Thursday, we had another sort of move like that. And then Friday, we got another move towards the downside. And so it was a nice $50 sort of range, equaling sort of a total at least 500 plus pips in that week. So if this whole area took at least, was it the start of August? So at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks worth of consolidation. And then if you had basically planned this and waited for the right moment, you would have had, one single week of straight profits, basically. And you could have continued that momentum, right? Because you knew the market was ready to turn. And this is one way why Wyckoff helped me wait for the right moment. And I've been sending this from the start of the week. Anyway, I'm not going to go too much into that because you guys know that I've been calling this for a while. I'm just super excited that the freaking move happened. Okay. Because not a lot of times you get the market right, as in sometimes it can reverse and you have to sort of start buying. But I knew that 1755 will have to be revisited, and you can see price came back to 1755. Now, next week, what will we be expecting? So with the whole idea of this phase, right? The whole idea of the distribution phase is to collect as much liquidity as it can within this sort of zone between 1805 and 1755, that sort of $60-$70 range. That whole idea is to create a sort of consolidation phase and collect as much liquidity as it can, right? To potentially move further down. Okay. I'm not going to call it a super long-term idea, but I'm going to give you reasons why I think this should happen, or what I think personally would happen. Okay. So right now we've broken a support zone which pushed price up. Okay. Now we've come back to that and there was no significant reaction, right? Which still shows that momentum is still there, especially on a Friday as well, where we could have got a pullback to correct to then fall, right? But because momentum is there and the highs are sort of still staying intact, we could still follow this to push down. Now you look onto the left and you'd be like, okay, where could we push down, right? We've got 1735, which could pose as a sort of support level from these prior wicks here, where price failed to break above. Okay. And then I'm going to start putting some lines, right? So then you could look at 1728. But don't get me wrong, in my opinion, I don't think that price will sort of go back to 1800. Okay. So with these levels, I'm only looking for slight pullbacks, right? For us to continue selling. Because the way this move sort of works, right? You can sort of see it. If I remove the drawings, I'm going to go into the 4 hour to daily time frame. right? Price came back to 1800, not 1800, 1680, right? Bounced off 1680 for a correction. Price came back to that prior breakout and has now rejected it, right? And rejected it with a nice impulsive 500 pip move for 1 week. Let me remove the drawings again. So what this could mean is we could be doing something like this, right? Where price pulled back, came back down to 1680, basically had a pullback and could come back down to 1680, right? And we've discussed this on VIP, saying that let's see what price does before. Okay, let's see what price does around the 1700 area. If the momentum is still showing downside, whatever sort of pullback we get, I'm going to start drawing on this now. This could be an area where price could sort of slow down. And you could see like something like this where price pops into this area, pushes back up if there's any leftover imbalance or order blocks, and then price could use that to push price back down like this, right? Where price could continue. If this 1713 area breaks, you got to look at these major support levels. Okay, so the first support is this box here from these 2 wicks. You want to see price slow down. This could be a good area for price to create some sort of consolidation, where price pulls back like it did over here. If you get that, wait for the next area to sell. Keep following the momentum. Let's look at this trend line. You can see this trend line. Okay, keep following this momentum. So if price pushes down on a Monday, you look for the pullback to continue, right? And then keep going until you get stopped out. That's my sort of rule. If price tends to push up here, then I'll be like, okay, price looks like it wants to play around. I'm going to get out. I'll reposition myself later, because what could happen sometimes is price could break out like this, right? Then come back down, and then you could sort of continue, and that would be classed as a fake out. Yeah. That's how I sort of trade gold, and you sort of have to adapt with the market. Okay. So in short, we'll see, I'm going to see price around the 1730s area, hence why I'm still holding this trade, right? Because if I could hold this trade and we don't ever come back to this level and continue basically our bearish push, that trades might even catch 1,000 pips. That'd be crazy. I'm just doing it because I already took my profits off that. Anything that I'm holding now is just extra. So if 1713 tends to break, we've got this whole chunk where we could come back to recess, like the 1695 area, which I was looking for back in July. So if you come back down to there, I'm sure we'll come back and retest this 1680 level. Now this could be an area where price could bounce up again. Okay, I won't think that it'll break straight away, just because if this bearish move is very quick and just moves all the way back down to 1680 without any sort of correction or like pullbacks, then what we could get is between 1680 and 1660, right? This $20 range. I'll show you why I've got that $20 range, because you can see it's right where this lowest spike was before the impulse. Okay, we have these spikes here, we have these, we still have liquidity within this range, right? So what we could see is, let me zoom back in so you guys can see it again. What we could see is if price gets back to 1680 in a nice quick fashion, basically price could bounce off of this area, create like a pullback, and then continue its way down, like have a little charge up, collect some more orders that it's left behind. And again, if 1680 breaks, then you know that gold should continue down. If you get a body close below here, then you know this is super bearish. And then we've got a straight move back down towards the 1500s, right where we had this COVID breakout here. Okay, you can see, look what we've been doing. We've been consolidating, we're back up, failed. This could be our pullback to potentially do something like this. All right, but I don't like talking about super long term. Okay, I like to trade what I see now, because that's all we care about. Okay, we don't care if gold's going to be at 2100 by end of 2024, right? We need to trade now because we're sort of day trading, aren't we? Okay, that's pretty much what I've got for you guys. Continue the bearish push for now. We've got some areas where we could retest. Okay, we've got some areas where we could retest. We could come back to retest 1760s or 1780s. Okay, these are still left behind. And then obviously we have 1790s, which might be a bit too high. I don't want to see price get there. We could get something like that. Okay, so, or we could get a straight flush down on Monday. So that's going to be my thumbnail. I'm going to see if I can edit that and make it look better. But that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, you know, it's been Elite Empire FX. Peace out.